Hi, welcome viewer. Today we are going to talk about Alibaba Group Holding Limited, also known as Alibaba Group and as Alibaba.com. It's the continued of part 1 video, see the description. Lazada warehouse in Cabuyao, Laguna, Philippines during the company's 11.11 sale promotion in 2018. Lazada Group is a subsidiary of Alibaba Group and Alibaba co-founder Lucy Peng Lei is CEO of the company. In April 2016, Alibaba announced that it intended to acquire a controlling interest in Lazada by paying $500 million for new shares and buying $500 million worth of shares from existing investors. Lazada Group is a Singaporean e-commerce company founded by Rocket Internet in 2011. Lazada operates sites in Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. In October 2016, Alibaba launched Alitrip, later named Fliggy, an online travel platform that is designed as an online mall for brands such as airline companies and agencies. On the 7th of August 2017, Alibaba Group and Marriott International Hotel Group announced a comprehensive strategic cooperation. Two companies will set up a joint venture company. Through the docking technology system and the superiority resources, Fliggy has Marriott Hotel flagship store. In 2017, Alibaba started opening a chain of supermarkets, named Hema, Lit Box Horse, as part of the company's new retail strategy, where customers can either order in the store or online for delivery in under 30 minutes. Cloud computing and artificial intelligence technology. In conjunction with the company's 10th anniversary, Alibaba launched Alibaba Cloud in September 2009, aiming to build a cloud computing service platform, including e-commerce data mining, e-commerce data processing, and data customization. It has R&D centers and operators in Hangzhou, Beijing, Hong Kong, Singapore, Silicon Valley and Dubai. In July 2014, Alibaba Cloud entered into a partnership deal with Inspur. Alibaba Cloud is the largest high-end cloud computing company in China. In 2009, Alibaba acquired Hichina, the largest domain registration service and web hosting service company in China, and built it into Alibaba Cloud. On the 28th of July 2011, Alibaba Cloud released Alios, formerly YunOS and AliYunOS, a Linux distribution designed for mobile devices. In the 2017 computing conference in Hangzhou, Alibaba launched AliGenie, a China-based open platform intelligent personal assistant. It is currently used in the Tmall Genie smart speaker. In 2018, Alibaba's Wanli Min presented CityBrain, a technology geared towards urban solutions such as streamlining traffic, detecting accidents and improving transport efficiency. On July 27, 2019, Alibaba unveiled a 64-bit RISC-V processor called the Zuanti 910, Black Iron 910. On the 25th of September 2019, Alibaba announced an AI accelerator called the Hangwang 800. Fintech and online payment platforms. Food ordered with Alipay. In 2004, the Alibaba Group launched Alipay, a third-party online payment platform with no transaction fees. It also provides an escrow service, in which buyers can verify whether they are happy with goods they have bought before releasing money to the seller. Alibaba Group spun off Alipay in 2010 in a controversial move. According to analyst research report, Alipay has the biggest market share in China with 300 million users and control of just under half of China's online payment market in February 2014. In 2013, Alipay launched a financial product platform called Yuebo. In 2015, Alibaba announced that they will introduce a system that can be paid by recognizing the owner's face. On the 16th of October 2014, the Alipay company was rebranded as Ant Financial Services. One of the factors for Alibaba's success in this platform is the company's quick and reliable payment system, where it offers several types of payment systems such as credit card, debit card, Alipay, QuickPay, and online banking. These payment systems help to cope with simultaneous cash flow transactions with ease and convenience. Ant Financial was ranked 6th in Fortune's Change the World list, recognized for the positive green environmental impact of its Ant Forest, the world's largest platform for tracking individuals' carbon footprints. Ant Financial and its partners have achieved considerable success in the reduction of CO2 emissions. Ant Financial is the highest valued fintech company in the world and the world's most valuable unicorn startup company, with a valuation of $150 billion United States dollars. Entertainment services. Alibaba created a new live entertainment business unit under its Digital Media and Entertainment Group, which focuses on ticketing, content creation and live experiences, bringing its entertainment ticketing platform Demai and its content creation and technology units Mailev and Mazuo under one roof. It aims to provide a platform for live events, like concerts, plays, esports and sports events, as well as supporting content partners and leveraging Alibaba's data capability for offline shows. It also provides the online digital distribution service 9apps, which hosts downloadable content and applications. In March 2014, Alibaba agreed to acquire a controlling stake in Chinavision Media Group for $804 million. The two firms announced they would establish a strategic committee for potential future opportunities in online entertainment and other media areas. The company was renamed Alibaba Pictures Group. In March 2015, Alibaba Group launched Alimusic as its music division. Xiaomi Music and Tianshan Music are two of music streaming app owned by Alimusic. Alimusic named Gao Xiaosong as the chairman and Song Ke as chief executive officer in July 2015. In 2017, Tencent Music has expected $10 billion IPO by signing a rights deal with Alibaba, strengthening its position within the important Chinese market. Under the terms of the deal, Alibaba will gain the right to stream music from international labels such as Sony Music, Universal Music Group and Yug Entertainment, which already have exclusive deals with Tencent, in return for offering to its catalog from Rock Records, HIM International Music and so on. In April 2014, Alibaba and Yanfeng Capital, a private equity company controlled by Alibaba's founder, Jack Ma, agreed to acquire a combined 18.5% stake in Youku Tudou, which broadcasts a series of popular television programs and other videos over the Internet. Internet services. In 2004, the Alibaba Group released Aliwangwang, an instant messaging software service for interactions between customer and online sellers. By 2014, there are 50 million Aliwangwang users, making it the second largest instant messaging tool in China. In October 2013, the Alibaba's chairman Jack Ma announced that the Alibaba Group would no longer use Tencent's messaging application WeChat, and would henceforth promote its own messaging application and service, Liwang. In April 2014, Alibaba Group and Ukweb, a Chinese provider of mobile internet software technology and services, launched Shenma, a mobile-only search engine, as part of a joint venture. Later in June, the Alibaba Group acquired Ukweb, with an international product portfolio that includes a mobile browsing service, UC Browser, app and game distribution platforms, 9apps and 9Game, a mobile traffic platform, UC Union, and UC News that primarily caters to all types of news in the India market, as an aggregator, among others. Alibaba's Y Projects business unit developed the Zuexi Qianguo app, which is used to teach Xi Jinping thought. In October 2005, Alibaba Group formed a strategic partnership with Yahoo and acquired Yahoo China, a Chinese portal previously launched on the 24th of September 1999 that focuses on internet services like news, email, and search. In April 2013, Alibaba Group announced that, as part of the agreement to buy back the Yahoo Mail stake, that they would suspend technological support for China Yahoo Mail service and begin migration of Yahoo China Mail accounts. Several options were offered to users to make the transition as smooth as possible, and Yahoo China users had 4 months to migrate their accounts to the Aliyun Mail service, the Yahoo Mail service in the United States, or to another third-party email provider of the user's choice. Yahoo China closed its mail service on the 19th of August 2013. Emails sent to Yahoo China accounts could be forwarded to an Alamail box until the 31st of December 2014. Users were also allowed to transfer email accounts to yahoo.com or any other email service. It is estimated there are no more than 1 million users with Yahoo Mail for China, and chances are they also own other email accounts. Others. In 2014, Alibaba and Yanfeng Capital, a private equity firm, launched Alihealth when the two companies bought a 54% stake in CITIC21CN for 1.33 billion Hong Kong dollars, 171 million United States dollars. It is listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange as SEHK 241. It positions itself as a pharmaceutical e-commerce business and medical services. In the same year, Alibaba acquired Chinese map supplier Autonavi. In April 2015, the group also reached an agreement to transfer its online B2C pharmacy, Tmall Medical, Yao.Tmall.com, to Alihealth. The integration provides consumers a wide range of pharmaceutical and health products available in China. In 2015, Alibaba later launched its Shanghai-based sports division, Alisports, after a consolidation of some of the parent company's existing business units. The new company's operations encompass television and digital sports rights, event operation, venue commercialization, copyright, media, business development, gaming, and ticketing. Alisports secured exclusive title sponsorship of the FIFA Club World Cup from 2015 to 2022. The company announced a Champion of Champions Rugby Sevens tournament in 2017, to be played in Shanghai for the highest prize money ever offered in the sport. In December 2015, Alibaba agreed to acquire the South China Morning Post and other media assets belonging to the group for a consideration of $266 million. Although Alibaba promised editorial independence, Vice Chairman Joseph Tsai said that Alibaba believes that the world needs a plurality of views when it comes to China coverage. China's rise as an economic power and its importance to world stability is too important for there to be a singular thesis. The acquisition attracted media concerns over what this would mean for the newspaper's coverage. Other subsidiaries of Alibaba include Hangzhou Ali Venture Capital and Alibaba Entrepreneurs Fund. Hangzhou Ali Venture Capital is a company 80% owned by Jack Ma and another manager of Alibaba. For regulatory purpose, Alibaba Group did not own the company directly, but by pleading. It was considered as a subsidiary and/or consolidated entity of Alibaba Group. Ali Venture Capital is a shareholder of Beijing Enlight Media and a domestic shareholder of China Unicom. The Alibaba Entrepreneurs Fund is a non-profit making initiative launched by Alibaba Group in 2015. Alibaba also has invested in more than 10 startups in Hong Kong including Daidaikook, Gogovan, Welland and Kupital. In 2019, Alibaba launched a China-Russia flights in collaboration with Russian Post to assure fast shipping of products. Controversies. Gold Supplier Membership. Alibaba.com offers a paid Gold Supplier membership to try to ensure that each seller is genuine. Seller's Gold Supplier status and the number of years it has been held are displayed. The supplier verification types and checks are listed on Alibaba.com's website, with more stringent checks for sellers outside China. While the majority of suppliers are reported to be genuine, citation needed, there have been many cases of sellers, some with Gold Supplier status, seeking to defraud unsuspecting buyers. In February 2011, controversy ensued when Alibaba's corporate office admitted that it had granted the mark of integrity of its China Gold Supplier program to more than 2,000 dealers that had subsequently defrauded buyers. The firm's share price dropped abruptly after the announcement. A statement from the firm reported that Yan Limin, the general manager of Alibaba.com at the time, had been dismissed in March for misconduct. Phil Muncaster of UK's The Register additionally reported that a further 28 employees had been involved in dodgy dealings. As The Economist noted, the company's response has conflicting components. Alibaba's promulgated view that its corrective actions indicate its commitment to quality and integrity, where it contrasts itself with other scandal-associated Chinese business sectors. Versus a damage control view suggesting that the subscription-driven, third-party verified, China Gold Supplier program was endangered by diminished trust in its endorsement system, removing the incentive for global buyers to choose Alibaba as their business-to-business service, thus more broadly endangering Alibaba through impact on its brand and capabilities, the latter via defenestration of senior people. The scandal was said to have placed the head of Alibaba Group, Jack Ma, who was described as having been furious over the scandal, in a position to personally fight to win back trust. Uranium sales. In May 2012, a U.S. law enforcement agent posing as an American broker representing persons in Iran posted an advertisement on Alibaba.com seeking to purchase uranium. In August 2013, Patrick Campbell of Sierra Leone was arrested at New York's John F. Kennedy International Airport. Samples of raw uranium ore were allegedly found concealed in the soles of his shoes. Campbell was accused of seeking to arrange the export of 1,000 tons of yellowcake from Sierra Leone to the Iranian port of Bandar Abbas, packed in drums and disguised as the mineral chromite. It was later determined that the samples contained an insignificant amount of uranium, and Campbell was acquitted at trial. Counterfeit items and scamming. Alibaba has been frequently associated with fraudulent import of counterfeit items. In 2016, the Office of the United States Trade Representative added Taobao back onto a list of notorious counterfeit platforms that includes the likes of Torrent-Side the Pirate Bay. Alibaba denied wrongdoing and started timid action against counterfeiters with only 2 lawsuits filed as of January 4, 2017, but brands whose sales have been affected by the counterfeit products continue to blame Alibaba for not taking any action against the issue. Class action on IPO. Alibaba and the underwriters of its IPO were sued in California in a consolidated class action lawsuit. The lawsuit was brought in San Mateo Superior Court in October 2015 on behalf of investors who purchased Alibaba's American Depository shares, and it alleged violations of the Securities Act. Alibaba reached a settlement agreement in subject to court approval, in which it agreed to pay $75 million to settle the lawsuit. The topics end. Okay friends, please watch part 1 in our channel. The link attached in the description. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.